Still the number is very less. Try to improve on it. Ask your friends to work on this. Okay. Otherwise things will be difficult. Now see here. We are done with A and B. C's formula is this. This is the calculation. Individual values we have to take. This is in terms of kgs. Please write in terms of kgs. This is in terms of rupees. Please write rupees. These values will be in terms of rupees. Is it okay? The final value also in terms of rupees. This is very easy to remember. If you remember the formula for C, you can remember the formula for D, because in place of standard rate, only actual rate will come. Is it okay? This is the only change, and you can calculate D also. Once you're done with that, draw the flow chart. Material cost variances. It's divided into two: price variance and usage variance. Usage variance is divided into two: yield and mix. Is it okay? That's how you remember. You do not want to write full forms. You can write short forms. MCV, material cost variance. MPV, material price variance. MUV, material usage variance. MYV, material yield variance. And MMV, material mix variance. Is it okay? Provided you remember. Okay? Then, how do we remember this ABCD, the variables we are putting? First, write A. In one straight line. You can see one straight line. Is it okay? And A will be 3 times. Once you're done with A, you will start with B only. You're done with A here, no? 3 times. We'll start with B here only. B 2 times. We're done with B, we have to start with C. So we'll start with C. Is it okay? 3 times C. We're done with C, start with B. We'll come back where we started from. Okay? We will come back to the same point where we started from. And we will have 2 variables each. This is a mechanism you have to remember. Otherwise, you can remember the formula. For material cost variance, what is the formula? Formula for A minus formula for D. A is standard quantity of material used for actual production into standard rate minus materials used individual value into actual rate. This is what you have to write. Very lengthy, no? That's why we are using A and B and C and D. These are the variables we are using because we do not want to write these long formulas here. And we want to calculate also. Is it okay? So we are cutting short things. Am I clear with this? Okay. Once you are done with ABCD, you already have the values of ABCD here. Okay, just put the values. Now see here. Get the value. If it is positive, write here favorable OF. Is it okay? Most of the teachers, they understand favorable and adverse as A and F. You don't have to write full spelling. Is it okay? Do this when you have time in examination hall. Is it okay? Write full spelling. You don't have time, just write F. Is it okay? Adverse here, write within bracket A. Teachers will understand. Is it okay? When you have time, write full spellings. Am I clear? Concept is more important, spellings are not. We are not English students here. We are doing accounts. Is it okay? Your concept is more important. At the end, it's just a suggestion from my side. It's better you write material cost variance separately. 218 favorable. Material price variance 42 adverse. Okay? Material usage variance 260 favorable. Why is it so? Why I am writing again? Some of the teachers want this answer. They want to see, they don't want to see your flowchart. They want to see how do you write separately later. Is it okay? When you're writing this, please write full spellings. Is it okay? Here you can ignore. Here, this is the flowchart. You can just make it reduced. But when you're writing at the end, the answer, write the full spellings. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes they will ask you to calculate only material usage variance and material mix variance. Let's say only 2. You'll be confused. Sir never taught us how to calculate only 2. Don't get duffer. Calculate full stop. Is it okay? Last time one student came. Sir, what happened? You taught us the whole sum now, but in the question they asked only for 2 material variances. So I left that question. I was like, what to say. Come on, when you're asking only two, they made the things very easy for you, know. No need to calculate for others. But draw the flowchart and calculate only for these two, done. Your work is reduced. But you need the flowchart. Sometimes they ask you theory. Then you will be thinking, sir, never taught us theory. How to write now? Draw the flowchart, full spellings, use the full spelling, and then write the definition. How to write the definition? Material cost variance is the can be calculated using A minus D. Write the full formula of A, full formula for D. Just writing this, you get 2 marks. Okay, and then the formula, you get 3 marks. Am I clear? When you're writing the definition of material cost variance, how will you write? Material cost variance is a variance in the cost, okay, which can be calculated using the formula A minus D. A is this, D is this. Is it okay? Or else you can write the definition. Material cost variance is the product of standard quantity of materials used into standard rate minus actual material materials used on individual basis into actual rate. This whole lot from the formula will come and you get exactly same marks what another person is writing as theory. Is it okay? You just have to write the formula because this is what is required. How do you calculate material cost variance? So what is material cost variance? It is the difference between these two things. What are these two things? You will be writing the formula also. Nobody will cut marks from it because you are writing the formula, the concept also. Okay. Further, what you can discuss for material cost variance, you will say this is actually divided into two: material price variance and material usage variance. Then you discuss price variance. Is it okay? Then you discuss material usage variance. Similarly, what I have discussed here with AB, you will be discussing CME. Am I clear? So there will be no teacher who can deduct marks from here. Am I clear?